Hey lovely people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, and if you're just coming back, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for always being there for me. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to make mandazi. For those of you who do not understand what mandazi is fried dough. So I'm going to take you step by step on how I do it, so stay tuned. So for the ingredients, you will need self-raising flour, sugar. You can add as much sugar or less sugar as you like depending on your taste. Then you will need sunflower oil for frying. In this little bowl here, I have 2 tablespoons of blue band or margarine. On this plate here, I have lemon rind. I have cardamom and cinnamon, just a little bit. I have 2 eggs, slightly beaten, and mala. I decided to make my own mala at home. I just used a cup of milk and a few drops of lemon. So let's get to the next step. So in a separate bowl, you will need to add the margarine. I decided to melt mine for easy incorporation. Go further and add in the sugar. And give it a good mix until everything gets coated in margarine, until all the sugar is coated in margarine. So after the sugar and the margarine are well mixed together, you add your egg. 2 eggs, I used 2 eggs. After adding your egg, you add your lemon rind and your spices, cardamom and cinnamon. You can choose to use other spices if you have, but I prefer cardamom and cinnamon. So continue giving it a good mix until the ingredients are well mixed together. After mixing, you should get something close to this. So the next step, you are going to mix your flour. Whoops, sorry. You mix your flour with your mixture. Go further with the spoon, but in this step you'll need to use your hands because the spoon won't do what the hand can do. So I'll just put my spoon aside and mix with my hands. Make sure your hands are clean before you start mixing. Continue kneading gently until all the ingredients plus the flour are well incorporated. After kneading, you're going to get something like this. The next step, you're going to add your mala. Continue kneading until it becomes a smooth paste. Make sure you use your hand for better results. If the paste becomes too sticky, you can add a little bit of flour. A little flour. I kneaded it to this consistency. Now I'm going to go further and knead it on the surface, so I will dust my surface. I prefer kneading on the surface because this bowl, I feel like this bowl is limiting, so I'm going to place it on the surface. You're going to have to use your strength in this step. Make sure you knead until the dough becomes smooth, very, very smooth. So guys, after kneading, you will get something close to this. Then I like sprinkling some sunflower oil on the top so that when I let it rest, it does not stick to the bowl. So just sprinkle a little bit. Make sure it's sprinkled, not sprinkling, rub. Make sure it's rubbed all over. And then in your bowl, you are going to place it inside and cover it with a damp cloth. So I'm going to let it sit for 20 minutes and then I'll come back with the next step. So guys, after 20 minutes, this is how my dough looks like. So my dough is ready. I am going to take some flour and sprinkle my surface with it because you don't want the dough to stick on the surface, so dust your surface generously. After that, you're going to take your dough and place it on this surface. Just do a little kneading. See? After that, I'm going to cut it into half. I think it makes the work easier when you're cutting and shaping. With a rolling pin, you're going to roll your dough. Into a desired shape. Don't make dough too thick or too thin. So guys, don't worry about the shape too much. I'm going to show you how to get the perfect squares. In my Mandazi recipe, I love cutting them into squares because it's easy. So with the knife, you are going to cut the edges like so. Put aside. Like that. And then you're going to cut them into squares. Like that. So you have your little squares. You are going to get your chopping board. I love placing them on my chopping board. Just dust it a little bit and then place your squares one by one. Roll the rest of my dough. I'm going to heat up my oil. So my oil is ready, so I'm going to dip my dough inside. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan. So those are enough. Space them out so they can cook well. So guys, on low heat, on medium heat, sorry, make sure your mandazis cook well on both sides so that you avoid the doughy in middle part. So guys, make sure they're well cooked, at least 2 to 3 minutes for the best results. You do not want to have that doughy, chewy inside. So continue turning them until you get your desired color. I do not like them so dark, so I just let them brown a little bit, the golden brown color. After they're well cooked, transfer them to your bowl. So I'm going to cook the rest of the mandazis and then I will show you the results when I'm done. So guys, my mandazis are ready. Check that out. They are so well done. I'm happy with the results. You can have this with tea as a snack on its own, with a fresh fruit juice, or with beans. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and stay safe. Bye.